So this is a response video to the YouTuber RDH Vortex for making fun of me for trying to get over my mental illness. As those of you who watch my channel know, I suffer from autism, and it's very common for people with autism to struggle with maintaining a clean home. It's very hard. It's just something we struggle with, especially if you have depression too, which I have bipolar disorder. And I'm trying to overcome it, honestly. And when you have autism, it's very hard to change. It's just part of the diagnosis. Combined with the fact that I have post-traumatic stress disorder. And for those of you who are familiar with it, post-traumatic stress disorder actually prevents the brain from changing as quickly. So you got the post-traumatic stress disorder and the autism, making it hard for me to change. It's hard for me to learn the skill because my parents never had me learn the skill. They always cleaned stuff up and let me have my bedroom as messy as I wanted. The other thing you have to remember, as far as the debris, as far as the trash and the clothes being on the floor, is I feel like it makes some kind of barrier. It does give me a sense of security. I was subjected to sex crimes by my mother, by other students in school, and by coworkers in the workplace, okay? So, yeah, I've been subjected to sex crimes for years, okay? And he's making fun of me for struggling with that. He's making fun of me because when I take trash out, there's less of a barrier between me and the door. And that makes me feel vulnerable because I'm sleeping, okay? I'm sleeping and it feels like someone might come in for me, come through the door, and do something to me in my sleep. And based on my flashbacks, I do believe my mother was coming in at night and doing things to me, okay? I mean, she even made fun of my genitals, so she may have been doing things to me in my sleep. And that's part of the reason why I struggle so much to get trash out, okay? Because I feel like when I've got a really clean apartment, I feel like it's easier for someone to sneak up on me and do things to me in my sleep. And like I said, because of my flashbacks, my mother may have been doing things in my sleep. So RDH Vortex basically made fun of me for struggling to overcome my mental illnesses. And as a side note, for those of you who don't believe my mother could have been doing things to me in my sleep, my mother was in fact so mentally unstable that the reason I moved out was I was afraid for my life. What finally got me to move out with help is when she threatened to put a double-barrel shotgun between my eyes to prove the definition of fuck off. She also, when I was very young, coerced me to go outside my underpants to take trash out. She really wouldn't let me put on clothes. She just coerced me to go outside. And remember, I was really young. And when I go out there, she's not letting me put clothes on, but because she just has that much control over me mentally. Because she was just that controlling. When I run out there, she starts shouting to the entire neighborhood that I'm in my underpants. Also, my mother taught me what physical torture feels like. When I was young, I got some gravel in my knee because I fell off my bicycle in a construction area. And I asked her to take me to a doctor. She didn't want to take me to a doctor. She thought she was qualified to operate on me. She started putting tweezers in the wound itself, and was digging in there. She was tearing who knows what up. I don't know if she was tearing muscle. I don't know if she was tearing skin. I don't know if she was tearing nervous tissue, the nerves themselves. I don't know, but it was so bad. It got to the point where I honestly didn't even know where I was. It got so much, the pain was so bad that I forgot I even had a body. I lost all awareness that I even had a body. And if I think about it, I can actually remember my screams. I live with the sound of my screams to this day. I'm like 30 years old, and I can still remember my screams from when I was a child. Okay? I've had a migraine so bad that I had to walk down to the hospital. And the pain was so bad that I threw up 3 times just walking to the hospital. And you hear people saying migraines are the worst pain they ever felt, and they'll be screaming. and throwing up and stuff. Well, I threw up 3 times walking a few blocks, and that doesn't even compare to what my mother put me through. I've seen videos of women giving birth without an epidural, and I've never given birth, so I can't say how bad it was, but my screams were worse than those, and I still remember them to this day.